choosing a school for your children can be a difficult task to get by with, and I totally understand it. But in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some tips and factors to consider when choosing a school for your children. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Toyosi Gregory-Jonah. If it's your first time here, hey, welcome. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I hope that you're subscribed. If you haven't, please hit the subscribe button now. How about now? So today I'm going to be, responding to a particular question that someone sent to me on Instagram, and it's almost like this is the third or fourth time I've heard the same question. And I just thought it would make a lot of sense to actually just respond to this question via a video. Recently, somebody asked me, so I've just moved to a new location and we're trying to get a school for our children, and I'm just wondering, what are the things to consider? So basically, I'm going to be sharing in this video tips to consider when you're choosing a school for your children. So tip number one to consider is the financial implication. And for example, it depends on the location where you're going, depending on whether education is free totally, or maybe if your document, or as we say, your papers in that location allows your kid to go to school totally for free. You have to consider that. If it doesn't allow you, you have to consider the cost implication, like how much is it going to cost for the school that you're looking at before you make any decision at all. Because if you decide that you want a certain school and your documents in that particular country doesn't allow you to get free school, and then you have to pay maybe pay the whole school fees, and it's a whole lot, then it doesn't make sense. So it's important for you to first of all consider if you are entitled, if your kids are entitled to go to school for free, and if they are entitled to go to school for free, or if they are not, you also have to consider, okay, if they are not entitled to go to school for free, how much are they actually supposed to be paying for school fees, and check if that is something that you and maybe your family can actually afford before you make a decision. So definitely the financial implication is really, 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 really important. Tip number two to consider when you're choosing a school for your child or for your children is references. It's okay to ask other moms around you about references about the school that you're considering, or just general information that is going to help you to narrow your choices down and then be able to make the best decision. So feel free to reach out to moms in your church, moms in your environment. I'm considering putting my children in this school. What do you think? How well do they do? Especially if they are moms who have actually been in that environment for longer than yourself. So definitely consider asking for references for schools around you. Tip number three to consider when you're trying to choose a school for your children is staff to child ratio. So like the number of staff available in a school should not be less than the number of children in that school, because at the end of the day, this number of staff, they are going to be overwhelmed and they won't be able to look after the children as they should actually. So I would say that maybe you go to the class that your child is supposed to go to, and then have a conversation with them. And also, how many kids are in this class? How many teachers do they have in this class? Just so that that there will be enough hands to actually look after your children, and then at least you can feel safe that your child is in a place where they are properly looked after, taken care of, and properly taught, not by somebody who is overwhelmed and constantly snapping because they have too many children. So definitely consider the staff to student or staff to child ratio. The final tip to consider when you're choosing a new school for your children is location. It just makes sense that you look for a school that is in maybe close proximity or an average proximity to your home, in case of emergencies and all of that. For example, my kid's school is super close. It's just about 7 minutes away from the house, and that's because it's easier to say I just want to quickly take a walk and go grab them, or maybe just quickly drive down to their school to take them. Or if there's anything, there's been times that Asha has been ill and they've reached out to us that you have to come and get your son, he's not feeling well. If the school is really far away, you have to start worrying about the distance and all of that. So consider the location, and if there is school bus available, you can decide to use their school bus, or if it's something that you can drive to and fro by yourself to do your school runs, it's fine. But location is definitely something you want to consider. You don't want to put your children in a school that is too far away from home, and they're going to be worrying and literally like traveling to go and get them out, to go and pick them up from school or drop them off in school in the morning. So definitely location is very, very, very important. Thank you so much guys for watching, and that's it for this video. I hope you've been able to learn something, from me responding to this person who asked, this question. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. When you like, you make me feel like, oh, Toyosi, I like this video and I wanted to create this kind of content, and it sort of gives me some sort of boost, some kind of encouragement. So please encourage me. I would really appreciate it. If you're not following me on social media, let's be friends on social. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Gregory-Jonah, and I'll definitely give a follow back. Until next time, bye guys.